Hello everybody, my name is Josh, and for my science project I have made a Halo 3 maachinma on the divisions of water. To start, the water behind me represents saline water, which means that the water is too salty for human consumption, and if we wish to consume it, it must undergo very, very high pressured machines to get the salt out of the water. For my next example, hello again. For this example, the glacier behind me represents glacier and ice cap or ice melt, which makes up a lot of the fresh water that we have to drink. It usually is formed on like mountain tops. When the snow melts, it goes into a watershed, and then it is cleaned, and it can be drinkable. Amazing. Let me carry it on to my next example. Hello one more time. The water behind me represents two things. One is lakes and rivers. Lakes and rivers don't make up a lot of water that we drink, but it does make up a substantial amount. This also represents accessible groundwater, which is basically surface runoff and groundwater that we can access and just run it through some sterilization tests and clean it up, and it can be easily used for human consumption. Also, the lakes and rivers, most of the lakes and rivers are polluted, which kind of cuts out from most of the fresh water we get from rivers, although most of it is highly drinkable. Let me carry on my next example. Hello again. For this example, it's kind of hard to see, but the water behind me represents inaccessible groundwater. This water is far too deep for us to reach with our current technology, which kind of makes it, well, not useful. But there is an alternative. There is alternatives for the future. In the future, if our technology can improve, from at least my recollection, we might be able to reach these deeper aquifers, which will make room for even more water, which would be very, very good and will increase the amount of water we have on the earth out of the 3% of fresh water. For my next example, I will be showing you the water vapor. Hello one more time. For this clip, I will be showing you water vapor. In this area, the land is very, very hot. The sun then evaporates this water and sends it up into the atmosphere. Once the water particles meet with dust particles, that was an example of what evaporation would look like. That mist was evaporated water. Represents evaporated water anyway. But once the water particles have reached up to the sky, they fuse with dust particles, which creates a cloud. Once there's too much water particles in the dust, that creates what we know as precipitation. Well, that concludes my science project on the divisions of water. I hope you enjoy my presentation, and I hope you guys have a nice day. Oh my god, I just forgot something. I forgot to tell you guys about the percentages of water, about the scale, and how much of all the stuff I've represented. Hell, Michael, can you help me with my science project? I'm having problem with the percentages.
Yeah, sure. I'll help you.
Yeah, that would be great. Let's go. "97% of all the Earth's water is saline water.
2.15% of all the water in the world is in the ice caps and glaciers.
0.0001% of all the water on the Earth is lakes and rivers.
0.31% of all the water in the world is groundwater.
0.31% of all the water on the Earth is too deep for us to reach with our current technology.
0.001% of all the water on Earth is water vapor.
And thus concludes our project on water division.
Hello, my name is Josh and this is my science project, lol. I want a double bacon cheeseburger with a side of fries and a large Dr. Pepper. Oh yeah, and give me 50-piece chicken nugget with BBQ sauce. Please.
Yeah, we don't sell double bacon cheeseburgers. In fact, me and my friends are working on a project right now. We're doing it for Earth Science. It's due Thursday, and I really can't have interruptions. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? I mean, really, you gotta interrupt like every 5 seconds, man. And just, I told you to go away before. Why you keep coming back? Why you keep coming back? Why you keep coming back?
I like McDonald's. It rules.
That's not really an excuse. Yeah, you know what? Just shut up. Shut up. Just shut up. Hello. My name is Overenbacker. Would you like to try some popcorn, little child? I will take you to the end of it. We have good time. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
Go away, you child molestator. Ah, ah, ah.